Good day. Reflecting on my week. So first I'd like to highlight this is the week I became Dr. Darasol. And then I also reflect on a encounter I had with a substitute teacher on her first encounter with me at the school. So she was coming 15 minutes late for lunch. And APs, you all know 15 minutes is a long time as it relates to keeping that schedule for lunch. However, I spoke with the lunch manager and she expressed some concerns, and I was going to talk with the substitute teacher. So I didn't realize it, but when I approached the substitute teacher, I just started saying, hey. I said, hey, and then I just said, hey, I need you to be on time for your lunchtime. Hey, what's your lunchtime? Need you to be on time. But what I failed to do and what I failed to realize, I should have first introduced myself to the substitute, find out if she was experiencing any difficulties, rather than just saying, hey, this is a concern we're having and this is what I need you to do. So I would encourage all APs to make sure you introduce yourself. Yes, you have a badge. If it's not an emergency, you want to introduce yourself, tell people what the expectation is before you say, hey, I notice you're coming 15 minutes late every day. And then the last thing I learned from the substitute, she could have talked about me with anybody at the school, but she waited a couple days, so timing is important, and she approached me. She was like, hey, I just wanted to let you know I could have went off, but I didn't. So I appreciate her for just bringing the concern to my attention, because I would have never known what was going on. So it's important. The lesson I learned is, first, always introduce yourself before you start saying, hey, what is the concern? And secondly, make sure you're willing to listen. And if you have a problem, go to the person in the right timing. Enjoy your day. It's spring break for us. So I'm going to be resting and relaxing. Happy day.